It could be Randall. Nas Reed went off last night.
They get back a
Randall put some shit.
They get back a motherfucker.
It could be Randall and Edwards, honestly.
They get back a motherfucker. They get back a motherfucker. Can't give these niggas advice on how to kill, cause they don't listen to nothing. Nigga be macho man and hook his hair. T hop out that button. I ain't giving these niggas advice on shit, but how to go to church on Sunday. Fucking off so much, he get my young
I'm walking on
just
this
hit you in
beat.
the stomach. Just told my nigga I give another 10. Leave his shit looking like lasagna. Fat don't never be in his hood, what you mean? I was just there this Sunday. Nigga, it's too much shit going on. If it's $2, nigga, pay
Bud
me
man
money.
with a
Back to the
sub.
jitty,
Huge.
chop house band wizard.
Bud
Joe Jill band
man.
hard.
W, Budman.
Nigga, this shit the largest. I can't keep up. I'm in New York at the break. I ain't done to eat shrimp spaghetti. Long gas, I feed my fam out Mersey. Nigga, fuck being the hottest. If I get booked for a show in my city, on GG, it switches in the party. I don't think my city can afford me right now. It's 10K for parties.
Okay.
Even though he finna get out, I'ma say it again. Nigga, free Marley. We the one got this started. Westside first niggas in the city, Glocks in the party. The smoke got real bad, wanted me in LA Saturday. I was in the hood with 2 carbons. They get back a motherfucker. Yeah. They get back a motherfucker. They get back a motherfucker. They can't run from these. They get back a motherfucker. It's really been too long, they should've been handled before my deal. Could've put 60,000 on a nigga biscuit, but my uncle told me chill. I said, Uncle, you right. I'ma just book this flight and get back in the field. Lace my shoes and grab my fire and show these niggas on for real. No, my life can change in a second. Gotta watch where I chill. Gotta watch what I say, what I post. These niggas snitch for real. In my city, that jail ain't it. You fuck up, nigga, that'll be a new crib. Nigga, this shit break gang, I'm making my bun. I don't give a fuck if it's a meal. In a suspicious car, I'm shooting up foot automatic through the back windshield. Really ain't got no time to be letting one down. Nigga, just cover up your ears. Nigga, this shit so deep, I can't show some of my niggas my mama new crib. Nigga, this shit so deep, my big brother showing me some of his murder skills. Nigga, they get back a motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
They get back a motherfucker.
We're here to still play.
They get back a
Bro.
motherfucker. They can't run from these. They get back a motherfucker.
Yes, sir, Eric. Yes, sir,
Good.
Eric. Walker, thank you for the sub, brother. Thank you
go.
for the sub, brother.
What's going on, people?
Multiple times, big fella.
Being made, dude. I was made, bro. Everything I've done to this point can contribute to him, man. So
You're a made man.
the get back is a motherfucker. Got some extra fuel in the tank yesterday. Coming off a sweep, Royal coming off a sweep. How about that, man? Sweeping the NBA board.
Another
Rolo,
one.
you had a great day too. When you
Rolo
went
fed
9
some
and
fucking fat whales yesterday on stream.
yeah. What were the ones on stream that you gave that assist prop? You gave a
I
point.
hit first half.
Yeah, first
Dyson
half.
Daniels, Dyson Daniels hit first half. Paul George hit first half. It was a
Yeah,
good
dude.
game.
I knew you were in your bag, Rolo. I can tell.
Bro, I bet on Rolo twice today, bro.
Yeah, we got De'Aaron Fox.
Royals POD
yesterday.
is on this.
Yeah, Buddy Hield is splooging.
Bro, his lines
Yeah,
never
yeah.
showed up. I was upset.
Walker, thank you so much for the sub, brother. Appreciate you. 3 months on a 2-month streak. Appreciate you.
Big fella.
Misaddressing him because I had to watch St. Joe's put a beat down on Rosa's play. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that wasn't a good look. We need to address the elephant in the room, Mr. Jeff Rosa.
Last minute.
Dude,
Okay.
we addressed it previous to this all starting. We addressed it. He's got to go out there and prove it. So far, he hasn't. Simple as that. There's still a lot of time in the season for him to prove it, though. Don't forget exactly how last season started, too. This was the same exact thing, and then he got hot for fucking 2 months straight. So let's just wait and see. I want to jump to any conclusions. This is probably the best time to buy low on. If Jeff Rosa had a lineup right now, I'd probably take his over right now. It's pretty much a simple buy low spot on Jeff Rosa. The splits look good, but yeah, we'll wait and see. I totally agree though. Ramble Boy's getting hot, dude. We've been dialed in on the NBA in specifics, especially Royal. You've been the leader of the pack when it comes to NBA reads. I feel like we're kind of revolving around Royal, so you can get a thank you Royal in the chat for that, dude. He's
Unfortunately,
benefiting. He's making me and Rolo betters. So shout out Espresso.
Fortunately, Walker has a point. I'm trying to beat the allegations, but yeah, it's been the past year or two. It makes no sense. I don't even know what to do. So we got to beat those allegations.
you full fading
you,
after after you sweep.
Bro, it's every time. Especially this year. Remember, it was like Thursday, I full faded, Friday sweep, Saturday sweep, Sunday full fade, Monday sweep. Like it doesn't end.
Hey, dude, I feel like this is the back-to-back we've all been waiting for. This is easily your best season to start, I think, from what I can remember, at least as long as I've known you, and you've had some pretty good starts. So
yesterday, not yesterday, last year, I actually was in piss. I think I was down like 8 units. Like, it was bad.
Yeah, to start the year, and then you came around back. Came around back.
Year before that was fire.
Shady B losing. Yeah, the capper contest is going on. Beeve had a rough day to start, but like I said, man, it's a long contest. We'll see what happens. I'm interested. It's going to be fun. It's been fun to watch, to be honest. Yeah, we're rooting for a back-to-back for Royal tonight for sure. Cool.
Put
guys.
a lot of time into it. There's a lot of spots I liked. Had to narrow it down. Like I was talking about Mobley all fucking day. Thank you, Debbie. Curious to see how that one plays out.
Debbie, Goat Royal. Yep. Debbie, hope you're doing well, brother. I got to have you on for some ice, maybe. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but yeah, I think Beeve might have to retire, Alex, if that happens. Ramble may be looking different soon. What do you mean by that?
I think that's Beeve. He's talking about Beeve.
Hey, one thing I can guarantee you guys is I will always be there. Us three will always be there. No matter what. We will always be there. I don't want to speak for you guys, but I think I can confidently say that.
Hundo P.
Yeah, we'll always be there for you guys. So don't worry, we're not going anywhere.
Not to dive too far into a rabbit hole, but chat, quick thoughts. I'm not betting this game, but I just want to see what you guys think of that spread. 6.5 Packers Bears. I think it's in Green Bay.
Didn't even look at it.
My thing is, it's like, obviously, I don't see a world where we don't lose by 2 touchdowns minimum. But we know how this fucking betting shit works. Like, the Bears will probably find a way to cover. Am I playing it? Absolutely fucking not. But
5.5 now.
OC just fucking it opened up at 3 or 3.5, some shit.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, that one's gonna throw me for a loop because every like big time contrarian is gonna be on the Bears, but that's not saying it's not gonna hit. I'm just saying, yeah, stake Bears. Yep. Dude, I don't know. It's kind of funny though. It's the last thing I'll say is all these like receivers now and like the offense are like coming out about like Waldron, like what he did wrong. It's like, why did this take fucking 10 weeks?
Well, because they can't say it while he's employed as their coach.
But like,
you can never come out and say that.
You like yes and no. Like you can at least like try and fix it. No, you can't address it like that. They're like politely shitting on him, but like I just don't get how it doesn't like you don't change anything for that long. I guess is my point. Like if everybody knows there's this many problems, like something's got to change,
No, great.
Yeah, that's it for me. I'm just gonna watch that game. Maybe bet on Caleb or some shit, but who knows?
Yeah, should be interesting. Sure. Can't be any worse. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I don't get it. Never will get it.
All right,
not a bad look.
Let's talk about some NBA, shall we? We have a beautiful slate. That's the thing about the NBA, man. There's always a beautiful slate right around the corner. Got one yesterday. And we got another one back to back. Fucking love this sport. Let me bring this up here. Oh, back. All right, give me 1 second here.
Dude,
take a sip of water.
Bro, everyone's talking about Norman Powell going over every night. Nobody's talking about Deuce McBride going over every night. That guy fucks.
He does fuck. That is no doubt he fucks.
That's a guy that's hard not to root for, in my opinion. Went from 0 minutes to 5 minutes to being a playoff hero.
Give me a reason that you'd hate on him. Like, there isn't one.
Now he's a good 6 man.
There isn't one. He's going to be an all-star, I think, at one point in his career. I think so.
No, definitely not.
I was just trying to hype you up, bro. All right, let me bring up the slate. Beautiful.
Like that, Rolo?
Oh yeah, Eric. Yeah, we gonna talk about that guy in a second.
Baylor legend.
Dude, Baylor produces some good NBA products. At least guys that I like enjoy watching. Like obviously Jeremy Sochan, like he's one of my favorite underrated guys in the NBA.
Mhm.
All right, Indiana, Orlando. I have a play in this game, but I actually want to hear what you guys think of it before I get into what I like.
Wait, would you? Is this deuce? I'm assuming that's what it was.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly been like kind of staying away from Pacers just because I've just had bad luck. Honestly, I played Anthony Black in this matchup last time they played, and that was ended up being free, but it was insanely sweaty. If that even makes
Mhm.
sense. No points at halftime, and then he had a legacy second half. But it's hard not to like Franz. I mean, we saw what he did the first time. There's no reason why he can't do it again. I don't know. I kind of
mean-
skipped. I kind of skip Magic games too because they're so slow and
We're-
the defense is good.
I wanted to take Tristan da Silva in terms of a prop. That was the prop angle I was looking at, just in terms of like the makeup of the player and what the Pacers struggle to defend. Is these tall slashers, which is exactly what Tristan da Silva is. With an increased role, I think it's a decent spot to take his PRA if I had to back him. But the play I ended up taking was the under in this game. So I found it super interesting that these teams have played each other twice already. Both at higher totals, one at 225.5 and one at 227, both soaring over. So today we get a total that's 224.5. You could say Paulo being out could be a reason, but seeing the Pacers, I can't help to think that this total is speaking to me in terms of the under. And if there's any team that the Pacers are going to go under against, it's going to be Orlando. If I'm looking at both
On
these
the road,
teams, I
too.
mean, the Pacers are coming off a win where they put up 132 against the Knicks at a higher total, 229.5. And then Orlando, on the other hand, this is a team that just put up 114 against the Charlotte team. So I just think it's a great spot for the under. Everything's kind of pointing to it for me. So
This is a good point. I don't know if you peeped that.
yeah, definitely did. This is
Okay.
I'm not going to let that change my judgment because we saw the same thing with the Sixers last night, and I ended up taking the under, and it was a great read. So I'm not going to like unders can hit even with injuries is kind of my point, but
Yeah, I'm just making sure you're not getting duped on a low line.
no, I don't think I am.
Okay.
I would hope not.
Let me see who's actually out. Nemhard, Neesmith. Oh, maybe not as many as I thought.
I mean, lowest Pacers total of the year as well, and you can say it's because of injuries, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, they just
Paolo
scored
was
100
out their first game too against the Magic, so
right?
they're probably home if I had to guess. So yeah.
And there's not much turnover from game to game in terms of last game for the Pacers. Still put up 130. So I'm not going to look too much into that. So, but yeah, that's my play in this game. If you guys have any other thoughts, we can talk about it. Otherwise, we can move on.
Down to move on. I mean, I like Anthony Black again, but it's
Not to mention
kinda
Alex
like,
scoring 35, dude. Exactly.
fuck that. Dude,
That
Mathurin put
shit's
up
not happening
40.
again.
Did you see that?
I don't think either of those things are going to happen again.
This is De'Aaron Fox. He came on.
So,
You.
You,
What
you.
up, Cam? Bro, a guy that I was looking at, I secretly bet on him last night, and he kind of sold me Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I liked his points at 9.5. He had 6 last night, shot 33%. In this game against the Pacers, I expect it to be a fast-paced game, like it always is. I could really see him getting a lot of looks from the 3-point line, especially in the corner. Mainly, I'm just kind of scared that he's not going to really try to shoot the ball as much. But I really like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in this matchup.
I don't hate it. Royal, do you have any thoughts on that one?
It's tough because, like, obviously he's known for 3-and-D, which the Pacers limit 3-point attempts. But pretty sure in this matchup he kind of drove a lot more, which he's very good at as well. So if he plays like that, I definitely like it. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Trying
I
to think
just,
how
I
to
just
word
don't
it.
I just don't know what type of KCP I'm gonna get tonight, bro. I don't know if he's gonna be lazy. He's on a back-to-back, but I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do.
I know he bounces back pretty well too, and I know at least in Denver. I don't know if it was because of Denver, but he was night and day at home and away. So the fact he's home in Orlando now, definitely like that.
Yeah.
And what, he's like usually at what, like 9.5 points?
Yeah, he's usually at 9.5
Yeah.
points. He's been under 3 straight games. The last game he went over, ironically, was against the Pacers. So
Yeah, I mean he can get transition buckets the way the Pacers play. So yeah, no, I don't hate it at all.
Mathurin, I mean, it's hard to back him. He just went absolutely insane at his best game of his season so far. So I would probably stay away. Not saying I would
They'll
take
probably
the under.
see KCP too, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Unless they have another like wing defender, maybe Suggs. Nah, Suggs will be on Hallie.
Yeah, this just feels like a bad shooting night for the Pacers, and Orlando's going to slow down the pace a bit to keep this under. I mean, this total's been getting hammered on the over all day. Hasn't moved a spec, so I'm not going to look past it. It being the lowest, like maybe if it was moving up a bit, maybe I could justify an over, but this has been flat at 224.5, lowest Pacers total. Call it injuries, whatever you want, but I like the under a lot personally. So,
What up, C-Dod?
what up, C-Dod? How we doing? Chicago, New York. Royal?
Yeah. Like I said, I've been struggling to kind of lean the Knicks sidewise. I think it's closer game tonight, only because obviously that was a pretty tough game for the Knicks last night. Starters played heavy minutes. And Chicago plays really fast, which Knicks have kind of struggled with teams that run very fast paced. Like honestly, at this point, we thrive in matchups like the Sixers against slower teams. What I don't know how you want to call it, bigger teams, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Chicago plays really fast. They kind of just hang around in every game, and I don't know. I just don't really see the Knicks blowing them out. The Bulls are really bad in the 3-point line. We all know that. At this point in time, we don't really have any.
Appreciate Jared.
We don't have like a shit ton of shooters. Like McCall is in that role, and we all know how he's been doing. Anunoby is the other perimeter shooter who's been really good. He's been way too hot for me to think that he continues that. I think he's more of like a slasher tonight, and he's going to be on Levine, I would imagine. So a lot for him defensively. I kind of just think the Bulls hang around. I mean, they run a pretty big rotation. They got a lot.
I got to bring Chewy up here too. Fuck.
Yeah, I was going to make sure he's around. But they got a lot of guards that can kind of stay fresh, which we've seen the Knicks get in trouble with, especially with Brunson game time, McBride game time. So I don't really know what to think of that. Obviously, that'll change things. But I'm playing Towns. He's fully healthy. He's pretty much been our best overall player, him or Anunoby, this entire season. And this is the matchup, pretty much the exact same read as when I took him versus the Hawks and he went for 30+. I mean, there's just simply no answer on this Bulls team. Vucevic is a trash cone down low. They allow like the most attempts or completions. Talking football.
Completions, dude.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Field goals made.
Can we lock in, bro? What are we doing?
I'm thinking about Towns going crazy.
I think this nigga playing quarterback tonight, huh? Hold up.
Long story short, there's no answer for him. If Vooch guards him one-on-one, I like Towns to win 80% of those, just like he did with Capella and all them. And like I said, the Bulls give up a ton of threes and they play fast. I think Cat's going to have a lot of like trailing three opportunities, a lot of pick and pop. And if Brunson's out, I don't know if Campaign's in or out, but Campaign and Kolek are probably not going to be firing if all these guys are out. So to me, it's going to be extremely high usage and high volume for Cat.
Can we get some W Chewies in chat real quick? Appreciate you coming on for the little Bulls review. How we doing, dude?
I'm doing all right. I've been sick the last couple of days, so if my voice is a little off, I do apologize.
You're good. True. I told you got to get in on that vitamin C, man. You got to be down in that OJ.
Yeah, I had some apple juice earlier. So
okay, that's fair. What are your looks in this game?
This is my favorite song too.
So obviously, Dave.
Hey, okay.
All right, go ahead, Stu.
I'm so used to hearing that song on the radio on the way to work, so it's like they know when I'm on the way to work. All right, let's play the song. But Royal kind of hit in the head with his analysis. I mean, obviously, I don't want to feel like I'm stealing it, but Brunson, McBride, both of them are questionable, so can't really give you my thoughts on if they play or if they don't. But I don't know if you saw Search today. My boy Air Flight's going off. Obviously, no more DeMar. Lee, man, he went off last game, and as long as he does what he did last game, and they actually give him the ball in the fourth, then we'll be fine. and then 2 cheeky plays that I want to give you guys.
Why didn't you take Josh Giddey, Chew? You texted me. You texted me yesterday
I like
saying
that
you were
one
going to take.
Yes, I'm gonna bring that one up, and then I'm gonna bring up the other play that I think maybe Royal will be interested in.
You got to trifecta in this one.
So obviously, Giddey triple double within the last 3 games. He's played against the Knicks on the road. All 3 games triple double, and then this is the other prop that I think Royal might be interested in. Obviously, we all know Bulls struggle with turnovers. And obviously, the reason why they lost that last game is because in the fourth, what happened? Turnovers. So, Royal, this is the prop that I think maybe you should tap into. Patrick Williams under 1.5 turnovers. That's the only way we'll be able to compete in this game is if we eliminate the turnovers.
I mean, I don't hate it.
I did not expect that.
It's kind of a guy that just gets the ball.
Turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Chewy got in his token bag with the turnovers prop. Hold up.
Wait a damn second.
I don't hate that at all. I will say, though, Chew, I'd be a little hesitant on Levine.
No, I understand because obviously, you know, like you said, OG's going to be on him, and we all know OG. He's a
McCall,
even type of player.
That would be my only fear. That's why I kind of like Giddey. I think he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot, and we've been terrible, like giving up assists, and especially in the paint. Like obviously, I love Towns, but he's no paint protector by any means. So I think he'll get a lot of assists. Obviously, he gets boards. I can honestly see the Knicks like struggling to score a little bit. I'm sure they'll get the attempts, but I could just on a back-to-back big win, like a couple guys banged up, like I wouldn't be shocked. I definitely like Giddey. I think he does a lot of PRAs. Honestly, you said triple double.
Yeah, Giddey triple double is plus 1,900 on FanDuel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that look at all, honestly. I would be hesitant with Levine on paper. I mean, he's gonna see McCall and OG all night. But then again, I mean, that dude's a microwave. Like, if he gets hot, it's over. So,
I do have one more thing to add because obviously I'm sure people want to know what Knicks prop they should take. Obviously, like how I said in that group chat, I put y'all in. Josh Hart, Mr. Rough Rider, aka the DMX guy of the team, RIP.
Rough Rider, dude.
Yeah, the Rough Rider of the team.
Who calls him that?
They call me Iron Man.
Okay, look, that's a nickname I gave him.
All right.
So a while back, he uploaded himself up on Instagram with a video of listening to Rough Rider by DMX. That's why I call him.
Oh, fire.
W.
Obviously, like Royal said, we struggle with rebounds and opportunities. So if anybody thinks that he's going to go ahead and go over that, go ahead and take it over RA. Go ahead and take it over rebounds. I actually like both of those. But you know me. You already know who I'm on. I'm on the bull spread, and then fuck the points also. I'm on the money line.
True. Fuck the points, too.
Fuck the points.
Yeah,
the
like
Giddler is oozing. The Giddler is oozing in MSG tonight.
I'm hearing rumors that Royal and Fat Girls and Hobie, they like Cat tonight, right?
Big Purr.
Oh, yeah.
Rumors confirmed.
I mean, okay, so me personally, I don't mean to be the icebreaker. I honestly don't think he goes over. That's just me.
That's fair.
That's just me.
You think Gucci Mane's
on Royal's footage? Okay.
Gucci Mane.
That's just me. But it's all love. They don't call him Royal.
It's fair. It's fair.
So I understand.
I love that.
Listen, we don't gotta agree on everything.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I tell MJ all the time, bro.
I have a surprise for MJ, by the way.
Okay.
Hey yo. Sit back down, shoot.
Ooh,
no shot. We got the same hat. No shot, dude. Same exact hat, just different team.
Actually, fire hat, dude.
Thank you.
Let's go, man. W. Let's go. Looks better on you, Chew, honestly.
Chew is too loud.
Yeah, sorry.
Chew is fucking
Chewy Fat Girl said fuck you, just in case
you're
wondering.
Fat Girls, you know it's all love at the end of the day.
At the end of the day. But morning and afternoon, it's fuck him. It's fuck Fat Girls. Yo, Chewy,
yeah,
I'm gonna tail you on that Patrick Williams under a turnover, or under 1.5, and I think, dude, just take Giddey PRA straight up too with the instead of the triple double.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Giddey PRA too. I
think if you take those 3 plays, Chew, you take your Levine play, you take Williams under 1.5 turnovers, and you take Giddey PRA. I think you go 2-1 and worse.
Okay, I like it.
But yeah, man, Chewy, we should have you up more for Bulls games going forward if you'd like to come up more frequently, dude. We'd love to have you on in the future.
Oh, I got something to say real quick because I know you guys got other games to talk about. But obviously everybody in chat didn't hear this, but I told you and Royal this. December 30th, Bulls versus Hornets. Everybody keeps asking me, and everybody keeps telling me that the Hornets are going to beat the Bulls in the 7-game series. That's not happening. That's not. Us healthy.
I guess we'll see what, December 20th?
December 30th.
30th.
Yeah.
Your boots on ground?
No, I believe it's in Charlotte. I gotta double check. But regardless of the fact, day before my birthday, they ain't losing. Like they called me. Like Levine called me. He asked how I was doing. I told him
he said December 30th.
I ain't gonna.
He ain't losing.
Y'all can laugh if y'all want. The Bulls really don't lose around Chewy's birthday, bro.
No, they don't.
They're
no
literally
Chicago
like
teams
cracked. I ain't gonna count. They be doing their fucking thing.
We remember the Blackhawks legacy last year when
Chewy was in the hospital. Blackhawks money line was.
Oh, dude, that was
the Bruins outright, right, Chew?
Dude, I kid you not. I had 14 bags of goldfish that night. I kid you not.
in the hospital, you did?
Yes, I kept asking
because they would bring you those. Yeah,
imagine the roof is
mind if I have some more goldfish?
That's awesome. All right, well, Chew, thanks for coming on, bro.
Hold on.
What?
When Eric said, "Get the meme."
What meme?
Found a good Towns versus Vucevic. Look at Towns' face, bro. That's why everyone.
That's why he's the big purr.
You got to put my face on Towns and then Chewy's on the Vooch.
I'm down.
A little head to head.
That would go viral.
All right, chat. Drop a W Chew in chat for having him come on, man. Appreciate your time, dude.
Yes, sir, boys. Much love.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Oh, by the way, before I dip, I gotta say one funny thing before I dip. OT Meg goated. Just know it.
Okay, Chew.
Chew goon sesh.
Oh man.
That man is about to go goon Olivia Dunn Snapchat stories all night, bro. Holy shit.
Chew.
Wow.
I just got that song not stuck in my head too.
W Chew, man. That dude is a fucking legend. Like you
I
couldn't
had
like
jail.
Michael Bay couldn't come up with like
Going to the bed.
What'd you say? Did you say
he couldn't control himself, bro?
He said something about joking, didn't he?
I had a jail.
All right.
Let's move. This is an interesting game right here, bro. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah, Cleveland, Philly. I mean, this is gross to say the least. I'm gonna look at the injury report for Philly. Obviously, Embiid is out. George is out. Maxi's out. The three-headed snake is out for Philly. How do they cover this game? I don't know. They probably do. Am I going to get to the counter on it? No. Cavs are an unstoppable force, and I think it's – I mean, I just don't want to fade this team off 2 straight ATS losses. I know they've been on a crazy win streak. What? Jesus Christ.
12-0.
I know he was rumored. He was rumored game time. I don't know if he was – is he actually out, big guy?
Yeah, no, Drummond's out.
He's out? Okay.
Drummond's out too?
Mobley and Allen both got ruled game time too.
I mean,
Drummond is out. Oh my god, dude, Mobley might go crazy.
I wanted it back like McCain or like Oubre is just that type of guy that like everything makes sense about him to back him.
No reason.
And just if McCain wasn't coming off that insane performance, I'd probably back him. I think he's gotten bumped up quite a bit too. His line is 18.5 points. 18.5 points. He's higher than Oubre. Oubre said 18.5. I think he was bumped from 17.5. I don't know how the Sixers cover this game, but if we know anything about the NBA, man, like Embiid, George, Maxey, all out against Cleveland, who's on a 12-game win streak, like quarter unit on the money line. I don't know,
right.
Like we know how the NBA
goes. Is this
goes.
the team that's gonna break the streak?
How did the Sixers
look at
stop
the Hawks
Cavs
last night, bro?
I can see McCain having a great game again too. It just goes against everything that I hate. I hate taking a player after absolutely soaring. But
2 games in a row too.
Yeah.
How does McCain not have 20 tonight? Like,
Nah, he's been really impressive. I was saying, obviously, fuck the Sixers. I don't like them. for obvious reasons.
He's like Maxi
He's-
2.0, bro.
He's a tough guy to hate. I mean, to me, he's similar to these, like, honestly, like Caleb. Like, they're both just weird in their own way, but kind of fun to root for, honestly. And
Better than
McCain,
Caleb.
like,
Oh, we're back. You just compared him to Caleb Williams.
bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like, they're
No,
weird in their own
I
way,
was
bro.
just waiting.
I know. I'm just
I heard
trolling.
Caleb. I'm like,
They are, dude. They are.
no, they got a lot in common. They do. This is has nothing to do with my reading this game, but I think Yabusele, he's starting.
Bro, do not bet on that guy.
Yabusele and Lowry,
Please.
those got to be two of the thickest NBA players we got in the league right now, bro.
You say I'm zest.
No homo, but that nigga got a wagon. You see him run on the court? Like, but no, seriously, all seriousness, I will be on Kelly Oubre points.
Bro.
I see everybody all over his threes, but
Bro.
17 and a half, bro. I feel like I just gotta take that number, bro.
Wow, dude.
I had to address it. I'm sorry.
Well, I
had
will
to.
say,
Followed with backing Kelly Oubre does not help your case, dude.
I was gonna say, dude, that dude starting is why I like Mobley. That guy's terrible, dude.
Nah, he is.
I don't know why he's on the Sixers. There's got to be somebody like
Oh my
I would
God.
take 40-year-old Taj Gibson over that guy. That guy is fucking awful.
He had
Saw it
one highlight
firsthand
reel in the
last night,
Olympics,
man.
and he got a contract.
Holy shit, that guy sucks, man. He's terrible. Like, he doesn't do anything.
I mean, if
Oubre,
Oubre does,
2 PBS,
okay, dude.
T-bone,
That's the one right there.
lotion and tissue game.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Oh my god,
That's gonna be
I
a
hate
good game, though. I can't wait to watch that one.
Wow. Moving
Where do
on
we go
from
from
that.
here?
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, I liked Mobley early when all these fucking injuries weren't a thing. I knew Embiid was gonna sit, or 90% sure. Yo.
Roche brought me the hat that I need for this stream right here. This is my alter ego. Anita McSween. Anita McSween.
Fuck you, Edit, dog.
Jay Measy's comment did get swept, bro. That's fucking goated.
Yo, I didn't even see that.
Me neither. Holy shit. Dudes be getting flashbacks at the club. Oh my god.
Shut up, big fella. That dude sucks.
All right. Let's just fucking move on from Boston.
Yeah.
or
I'll-
two Boston.
I'll try and say it one more time. I did like Mobley, but I can't get the words out anymore. So we can move on. Boston, Brooklyn.
Yeah, dude. Boston, Brooklyn. What do we got here?
Let's just say the obvious play here first.
Cam Thomas.
Cam Thomas points, 23 and a half. It really doesn't need a sell job, honestly, but every shot this nigga takes is a good shot in his eyes. I think he's gonna shoot the ball at least 16 times tonight. And I don't think the Celtics, they just lost last night, right? So they're gonna they're gonna get up for this game against the Nets, right? I don't think that's the case, bro. I don't think the NBA really works like that. They're gonna take the foot off the gas again against this team, the Celtics, as they did last year. They like to play with their food. They let teams hang around a little bit too much. So
Yeah,
I think the Nets will definitely. I don't think they cover, but they'll be within the number for 3.5 quarters.
I tend to agree with you, and I usually wouldn't, just because like a team like the Nets playing so competitive with Boston and Boston off a loss, especially off a loss to Atlanta, like it's hard to fade the Celtics here. It really is. I mean, it's somewhat of a no-brainer spot to back them. I mean, if you look back at the rest of the year, I mean, every time that they haven't covered a game or lost outright, they followed the next following game. They come out and absolutely put belt to ass, except for one occasion against the Nets. Funny enough, they lost to the Warriors and then went to OT as 13-point favorites versus the Nets. For me, that's like a lot of confidence for this Brooklyn team. I mean, it's the same kind of environment at home versus the same team they just saw three games ago. I don't know what to think of the line. Like, for me, it's a pretty large adjustment. I mean, seeing 13.5. Was Cam Thomas out in that game? He wasn't, right?
Maybe.
Or was anybody out?
Saturday? No, I took Cam Thomas.
Oh, right. He splooged in that game. Was anybody out that is in? I figured not.
But
maybe Dorian Finney-Smith is out, and he was in that
he's
game.
Out.
5 points of adjustment. Like, don't you think the books, if they thought Celtics were going to blow them out, I mean, they were just 13.5 point favorites against them. You think they're making a 5 point adjustment just because they went to OT and lost by 4 against them? I don't know. To me,
back to back for Boston, though. I guess that's
true.
Probably
you could factor that in.
Two.
I just thought that this line not being at 10.5, or at least not. I mean, it opened at 9.5. So for me, this is a pretty sketchy game where I think a lot of people look at it as a bounce back for the C's, but I could see this getting kind of sketchy. I can't lie. Not that I'm taking the Nets, but I do think the line is 2 points short. So I'll be sitting out for this one.
I will say, if you think this game hangs around, might have to get involved with Mr. Tatum. 2 piss games in a row. I get he had 31 against the Bucks, but he had fucking 15 free throw attempts. I mean, he shot 33% in that game, 7 for 21. Against the Hawks, played pretty bad for him. 5 for 16, 31%, 2 for 9 from 3. Jaylen Brown just went crazy last night. We were on that. Feel like these two usually alternate. They don't really have a paint presence. I'm pretty sure he's probably the same height as Claxton, if I had to guess, maybe an inch shorter. I mean, look who's guarding him. Cam Johnson, smaller. Zaire Williams, smaller. Like, they don't got anyone to check this, man.
I actually wanted to back Nick Claxton's points tonight.
Can we bring up big guy 777?
Dude, I was gonna say honestly, I don't hate that. That guy gets
That's
fucked.
not
up.
a bad look,
Especially with Claxton.
Nicky Clax is soft as hell, bro. Messi had a career high against him.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Where's Jeff? He's carrying the community. I don't even know what to say to
that. I'm assuming he's fading him, if I had to guess.
Yeah, with that comment.
Time of me being a dick. Yeah, I mean, what else could that mean?
Oh, it's K-Sav. Oh yeah, for sure. Then. All right. Anything else before we move on?
No.
I'm gonna mention it because I just think that this is also gonna be a good look for him as well. Dennis Schroeder, the German chocolate. His assist line is at 5.5. I want to say that he's been under 2 straight games or 3. I can't really remember, but
Schroeder, yeah, I think 3.
I like that spot for him. With the backcourt that Boston has, he's going to be more inclined to pass the ball.
I like that. Yeah, just straight points.
No assists.
Oh, assists.
I mean, I like points and assists by him, but I like that 5.5. I could see him with 6.
Yep, under 3 straight. Under and 3 straight. I like that play. All right, let's move on to what do we got next here? New Orleans, OKC.
Oh, game of the night. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Something like that.
Do you have something in this game, Royal?
No.
No?
Nah, I was gonna say I wanted to play Trey Murphy, but it got bumped up way too much, like literally 2 points, to where I'm not gonna do that. I like Boston, but I mean, just we've seen what OKC has done to ball handlers. I know Caruso's out, who's a big part of that, but Dort, Case, and Wallace.
I don't think many people even know who Boston is.
But no, I'm saying my point is if he's the main facilitator, just look at look at facilitators versus Thunder. Like it's actually a torture chamber. And then I'm not betting on Ingram, so that leaves nobody else.
I ended up
I mean, I tailed Rolo, but like I'm not gonna give that out as mine.
I ended up taking SGA rebounds and assists. 12.5, pretty juicy. Minus 125, I believe. For me, I'm just seeing this as, a spot where SGA has gone under this line 4 straight games versus a team in the Pelicans that are one of the worst teams in assists allowed and bottom 10 in rebounds. So, like, for me, I think SGA coming off a 40 ball is going to be looking to distribute and looking to get on up his stats in the rebound category as well. I think he's just going to be all over the court. Obviously, he's going to get his when it comes to points, but I think the best look for him to back is rebounds and assists. I think this could be a sneaky double-double or even a triple-double for SGA tonight with how bad this Pelicans defense is. The only thing scaring me, and we talked about it, we're done laying off props just because of potential blowouts. I think that's the only reason people wouldn't take SGA in this spot. So I want to back him. You see a 14-point spread, you think SGA is not going to play the whole game. And more often than not, these star guys tend to go over even with these fat spreads.
The reason it's a blowout is because of them.
Exactly. So SGA, I'm just going to rock with it. I was looking at Boston too, but I'm just more comfortable with SGA. I don't want to back Boston in a spot where the volume's going to be there and, he could have a 10-point game and then SGA is going off. So I'd rather die on the SGA hill tonight than Boston, but it's just another look I was looking at. But, yeah. Anything for you, Rolo?
Bro, Brandon Boston Jr. is a certified bucket. But
Yeah,
I'm not gonna back him tonight. I really do like
Me too.
him tonight. But we're going with our boy Yves Missi. So usually every Pelicans game, I would just take the opposing center against the Pelicans because that center rotation is just atrocious right now. Willie Green, I don't know how he's still employed right now. But
Yeah, honestly.
So in this game, it would be Jalen Williams. His PR is at 27.5. I feel like that's very high. Granted, he's gonna have a lot of usage as well, especially with Chet out now. So it's just a 1-2 punch with SGA and him all over again. But would it be in a blowout? Kind of makes me a little worried about it. So I'm gonna go with Yves Missi over 13.5 points and rebounds. I don't mind his PRA at 14.5 either. He can dish the ball as well. But Missi, he's the tallest player on the court. He's 6'11". The next guy after him would be Jalen Williams on the Thunder side. He's 6'5", 6'6". So I think it's just a total mismatch for him. If he can get the ball above his waist after he catches it, I think is barbecue chicken for the Thunder. They tried doubling Zubac the last game. He still soared over. I saw a couple of guys talking about Yves Missi double at plus 850. That's kind of crazy, but I don't know.
Hard not to
I
like
don't know. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It's hard not to like it. I like his points too. I think he continues, picks up where he left off against the Nets. Honestly, he had 17 and 11, I believe. Shot like 80%. I think he's
a lotto at the end of stream.
Yeah. We definitely gotta incorporate him in a lotto some kind of way.
Yeah.
I was looking at my dog Isaiah Joe. If you guys remember him on the Thunder, just absolute sniper. He shoots
blowout
50%
proof as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's no 3-point line unfortunately, so I'm not gonna take his points. But yeah, he went 2 for 8 last game, played 31 minutes. But yeah, he's a guy that I like to back. Guy's just absolute sniper. Like I think every team needs one of those guys.
Yeah.
Honestly, Casey Wallace is probably a good look too, but there's no lines for that. But no, I'm definitely with you on Missi. I took the PRAs with you.
Yeah, sure. I think that's gonna be a first half cash, bro. Honestly,
I want
The
you
thing
to
with Missi, it's like I was gonna say, it's not like he's like bad by any means. It's like he's so like raw. Like, to me, I don't think he's done growing either. Like, he's got a baby face. Like, he just looks so young. Like, to me, he reminds me of Mobley, but like in a way earlier stage in his career. Like, Mobley is such a different player right now. Like, I think this is his 3rd year or 4th year. I think Misi's going to be not like shooting like Mobley and like scoring, but I think he's going to be an issue on the defensive end in a year or two.
I like it. Chat, are we alive? Drop a little test tube if you're still with us. Want to do a little roll call. See who's still in here and make chat move a little bit. Let's get those fingers moving, boys. We want to hear your perspectives too. But LA, Houston, Royal, I want you to tail this play. This is the one play I want you to tail today.
Oh, I already did. I already know what it is.
Clippers team total under.
Yep.
So it's at 104.5. I think it's at 105.5 on. Oh, I'm frozen. Hold on.
Wait for it.
We haven't had one of these in a while. I'll just keep talking. It'll refresh soon. But the Clippers are off, 5 straight games going over this number. First coming in San Antonio, scoring 111, 110 following that versus Philly, 107 versus Sacramento, 105 versus Toronto, and then more impressively, 128 against OKC, who's been top 3 in terms of points per game allowed. So scoring 128 against an awesome fucking defense, not to mention scoring or shooting 55% from 3, 50+% from the field. I mean, everything about the Clippers was going in that game. I mean, OKC wasn't playing poorly by any means. It was purely the Clippers were hitting every fucking shot they put up, and OKC was keeping it. Yeah, and Norman Powell was doing his thing as always, like he's been doing all year. But for me, Houston, this is a second game on the road for the Clippers, coming off all these high-scoring performances, coming off scoring close to 130 versus OKC. Houston is in that same bucket when it comes to alt under 100.5. I like that. We should. But Houston's in that same bucket that OKC is in defensively. They're in the top 3 points per game allowed, and I just have a hard time. I have a hard time believing that LA is going to go back-to-back on the road, putting up these amount of points against 2 of the top defenses in the NBA. It's simple as that. I'm not going to overthink it. You can look at Harden's assist line, I think is a little low, 8.5 plus money to the over. I think everything about this game when it comes to the lines and everything I'm looking at tells me that the Clippers are going to really struggle in terms of putting ball in buckets. So I'm on the under 104.5. Like I said, you can get 105.5 some places, but this is a smash spot TT under for me.
Yeah. No, I like everything you said. And what the Rockets do really well, obviously at home, is defense. And to me, it's like I don't want to take Harden, but kind of is a good matchup for him because Houston really, really limits catch and shoot players and like kickouts to shooters. So to me, that kind of slows down the game. It's gonna be a lot of Harden, like pick and roll, trying to get to the line, trying to get Zubac the ball, making that pass. The shot's not there, so I think it's gonna be a slower game. I don't think the assists are gonna be there, like you mentioned. That's why that line's low. And yeah, they just got good defenders, so I don't hate that at all. It's kind of like it's not even like Clippers are gonna play bad. It's just I just don't think there's gonna be enough volume to hit that line, unless, like you said, every shot falls. But yeah, I mean, Houston beats you up a little bit. Obviously, they're very deep and they got good defenders everywhere. So definitely like it. Somebody asked about Jalen Green too. I'm trying to think how to explain it. Like the way you got to attack the Clippers is honestly the same against the Rockets. The Clippers also limit like perimeter shooters. So you want to take like guards. Trying to think. Like honestly, Brunson would be a good example. Fox. Jamal Murray, guys that pull up in the mid-range, do like mid-range floaters, and can finish. Yeah, that is kind of like Jalen Green, except he takes a lot of threes. If he really focused in on the midi, I think he would have a big night. But I mean, he's also due, man. I mean, he's gone under 6, 7 straight now, so I don't hate it. I just don't know if this is the matchup for it. I didn't look into it too much, but I mean, 213 total. I wouldn't be looking at too many overs in this one. I know Eric actually messaged me earlier. Van Vliet's coming off some pretty shitty games too, and he kind of fits that mold a little bit. He just doesn't really get the volume, but I don't know. I would be hesitant in overs in this one unless it's like rebounds maybe, but honestly, because it correlates with MJ's play that I really like with the Clippers just not really scoring a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, fellas, had to relocate. I can't
Are you
smoke in the
good?
house right now. But I like James Harden points. I heard what you said, MJ, but I honestly think that's how the game is going to go tonight. Harden is going to get to the line a lot. I think half of the 23 points that I need from him is going to be at the charity stripe. I looked at Jalen Green's points, but I'm not comfortable betting on that guy, bro.
Real quick before you
he's been
continue,
very volatile to me.
this is where you take Jalen Green. You take him versus the Bulls on November 17th. You take him versus the Rockets. Or sorry, not Rockets. He plays the Clippers again on Friday. Next 3 games, honestly, next 5 games. Bulls, that's a smash spot. Bucks, that's a smash spot. Pacers, Blazers twice.
Yeah.
That's when you get involved.
Let's wait on
So-
Jalen Green. Yeah.
So we could honestly just observe how he plays tonight. And if he has a bad shooting night tonight, then you would basically just back him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Cool.
Chad is so unhinged.
I don't mind Harden points. The only thing I fucking hate about it is the revenge narrative. Like, to me, it's not a revenge narrative. He was breaking records there. He just couldn't get it done in playoffs. So I don't think it's really revenge. He wanted to leave. I'm sure maybe he has a little extra motivation, but I don't think the supporting cast has a big night. I think it's going to have to be him if they want to stay in this game. And again, MJ mentioned his assists are low, which I think is
Could be
pretty
good for his
telling.
point.
Sengun's a little bit of a hack. Jabari Smith's a little bit of a hack. I think he's going to have a day at the free throw line too. Unless he literally just goes vintage Harden, which you can never predict, but not really the matchup for that.
Yeah,
They're going to put
really,
Dylan Brooks on him.
I don't like Harden revenge games. That just sounds so.
He just doesn't have enough motivation for revenge, bro.
Bro, he leaves
doesn't.
everybody, but I would say Houston is the only place because that's where he actually made a name for himself.
Yeah.
So it's in that aspect, yes, I would definitely back Harden, but to me there's no such thing as a Harden revenge game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Clay and Golden State was a much different scenario.
Yeah, they shipped.
Bro,
they
that was
said- they
spot
said no.
on. Like
Yeah.
that was the ultimate revenge game right there last night.
Yep. I'm still pissed that we didn't ladder both Steph and Clay together, bro. We literally talked it out and said it. We said Clay and Steph going back and forth. And that's exactly what happened.
Steak read that like a book.
Yep.
Classic. Not surprised at all.
Nope.
That dude he's like the one guy that just always goes through with that shit. And like, I don't know.
Yep.
For some reason, I didn't think of Steph. Like, I really didn't.
Guess what team he's on tonight? Guess. We talked about it already. Guess what
Trying to
team
think.
nobody
Sixers?
wants? Yes.
Yeah. I was going to say Sixers or Pistons. I think the Pistons are sneaky. We'll wait on that. But I think the Pistons are sneaky in the spot for sure.
Sorry. Washington, San Antonio. Anything in this spot? I wanted to back Stephon Castle or Keldon Johnson. That was the only 2 looks I really. You ended up taking Keldon?
I did, yeah, because Mobley was, for some reason, my gut just couldn't do it. And I did that on Monday with Fox. I loved everything about it, but something didn't allow me to push the button, and he hooked on his points. So good thing I stayed off.
Is this the
I like
I'm
Keldon.
failing from you?
Keldon?
Yeah.
I like it. I mean,
Which one?
it's
Which
hard
is
to
your most
explain.
confident?
I like
This one?
Fox the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Well, I was gonna say you got to take, slashers. Honestly, just bucket getters versus Washington. I mean, there's no defense there, but I like Keldon. He's coming off 2 quiet games, I believe, or at least 1, and he's night and day at home. We all know that. They're coming off big win versus the Kings, so I kind of think they're not very good as a team tonight in a pretty obvious, scoring matchup. And I think Keldon coming off the bench will be that like spark plug against guys like Corey Kispert, that rookie Kaishawn. I can't remember his last name.
Kaishawn George.
Yeah, Kaishawn George. Yep, he's like 6'6", so not really a defender. He's very lengthy, so he's Keldon, if you know him, Keldon just drives. That's really what he turned into this year. He's been trying to get posters. He's running in transition. He finishes really well at the rim, which I think is the case tonight when he comes in off the bench. Alex Sarr will probably be on the bench there. You know, I don't even know what to call him. I guess he's their center. But he's young too. I mean, he needs to figure out a lot defensively. Valanciunas is their backup. We all know how bad he is defensively. He barely even sees the floor. Who else? Yeah, like Kisper. Just all these young guys that like aren't probably not going to be in the league for a while. That's who he's going to be playing against. And then you got Kuzma coming back from injury, who he'll see, who's really not a great defender, especially on this team that has 0 playoff hopes. You know, motivation's pretty low for him. It's Keyshawn. Okay. But yeah, I just like him. I think what we've seen with Chris Paul against teams on bad defenses, he's not looking to score at all. He wants to pass. Against teams that like limit assists and limit, you know, backdoor cuts, that's where he pulls up for a midi. So I think he's going to be passing the night to guys like Keldon, guys like Wemby, obviously. Not that Sarr is going to limit Wemby, but like if you had to kind of make a build to limit Wemby, it's, you know, Sarr and Holmgren and all these guys. Curious to see how that plays out. But Wemby just like, I don't know. I thought he was going to be like absolutely dominant. I thought he was going to be dominant from day one because, I mean, what was it? Like after the New Year last year, I mean, he was a totally different player. I mean, he was dominant every single game. Maybe it's because they got, you know, some better players this year. But yeah, he just really hasn't had that volume and usage that I thought. So I like Keldon.
It's Stephon Castle or Keldon, bro. It's one of the two. It's one of the two, and I don't know who. Either Stephon or Keldon's gonna have a 20 ball tonight.
Well, I'd be careful with Castle just because what's his name? Devin Vassell's coming in off the bench. I know he's limited, but that guy's a microwave too. So I kind of like that. Him and Keldon have good chemistry too. So they'll be running the bench unit.
Okay, that's fair.
And plus, I mean, I don't think Champagny. I think that's how you say it. I always forget. Champagny, yes, that's it. Or Harrison Barnes. I just don't really think they do much. So I don't know about that. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still 20. I do agree. He does take like too many step backs and shit, but I wouldn't say overrated. I guess at this point, yes, because everyone hypes him up like that he's the best player in the league right now. But at the end of the day, he's only 20. Like he's gonna be a demon in a few years.
I like that Lowry play. I'm just not ballsy enough to play it, Eric. So I definitely sign off. What?
Rolo took a fat hit.
I did. Can we just raise enough for Rambo to build a smoke shack for Rolo?
But a big ass R in front of that bitch. I love that.
I mean, also, I was gonna say quick. I mean, I feel like the Wizards probably hang around, right? I mean, do you guys disagree? Like San Antonio coming off a big win versus Sacramento. I mean,
this line seems inflated as fuck, but I can't look past the fact that San Antonio's still laying in double digits. Like who's taking that?
I think the Wemby tax, honestly. I mean, dude, Washington hasn't gotten
I'm surprised this many people want to lay this number with the Spurs is my thing.
I'm not, bro. Because remember when I took Jaren Jackson on Friday? They were laying the Grizzlies without Morant, without Bane, without everybody, were laying 8 at home. So to me, this isn't fat. I thought that number was crazy, and they covered with these.
That's fair.
That's the only reason why I will say. If that never occurred, I would say this is pretty fat. But the fact that was -8 and they again covered with these, I guess Kuzma's out. You can argue, but Washington has not gotten respect once this year. Like honestly, they've gotten fucking disrespect. Like this is a disrespectful line.
They've only covered.
They've also had like a pretty rough schedule, to be honest with you. I mean, Boston, Cleveland. Hawks obviously suck, but they can score, so like it's not really a great matchup. The Heat are solid. Warriors have been really good. I mean, that like I said, Grizzlies, that line was crazy. Magic, Rockets, like they've had a rough schedule, to be fair.
I wish Sochan was playing because I'd be all over his PRA tonight, but
that's another reason why I like Keldon too. I forgot to.
Yeah, he's filling that role. So
yeah.
All right, Detroit. Milwaukee. You said you thought Detroit was sneaky?
Yeah, I gotta take a piss, but I'll say it quick. Just beat the Heat. They just beat the Heat on some bullshit, you can argue. Spoelstra had really bad coaching moment, which never happens. So nobody's going to credit that win to Detroit. Milwaukee took care of business versus the Raptors, and honestly, Detroit just matches up pretty well. Like, I think Cade's going to be unstoppable tonight. I think he's going to be a problem. You got guys. Well, I liked him. Honestly, I liked him before the injuries because Hardaway, Ivy, those guys match up really well. But I still like the backups. I mean, Beasley's going to have a good matchup. That's a revenge game. I mean, Tobias has been decent. It's been a little better. But yeah, I just think Detroit is better than people think, and they kind of hang around in these games.
I don't know what to think of the total, and it's throwing me for a loop because I'm trying to factor it into
I think
which
it's
side
all
I
the
like.
injuries, bro. You got Lillard out. You got, like I said, Hardaway and
I mean,
Ivy out.
it has to be. I mean, it's the lowest Bucks total.
Middleton's out.
We've gotten that total tax because of the in-season since yesterday. Not sure if that's going to continue, but something to think about. I don't know, man. I would love to hear what chat thinks of this total because I think 212.5 is fucking insane.
Before the stream, I added Malik Beasley points. I got it at 16.5. I was looking at either him or Cade Cunningham, honestly. And Cade is now at 24.5. I think I don't like taking that number. I mean, I could see Cade easily having a masterclass tonight, but with, like y'all said, Hardaway is out, Ivy is out. Those are two guys that share at least 25 of the attempted field goals. So that volume's got to go somewhere. Somebody's got to account for it. I'm going to take Malik Beasley. This is going to be his first game back in Milwaukee since the trade too. So
oh wow, dude.
I kind of like the spot for him. His threes are at 3.5 and his minus 140. That's crazy to me.
I like this spot a lot, Rolo. I can't lie, dude.
He just had 21 points. He just had a good game. I think he shot like 7 for 15, but I don't care, bro.
Nobody's taking Malik Beasley, bro.
Right. I think it's Malik Beasley.
I'm so tough for props.
But man, if you're still in here, buddy, I'm about going back to the Pistons tonight, brother. Fade the Bucks.
Malik Beasley back in Milwaukee, bro. I have to tell you on that, bro. I legit have to.
Malik might have 20 at halftime.
You know they'll probably
just to show Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham what stupid decision that they make. I mean, they make a lot of them, but
fuck, did you take the Limitless pill last week or something? Why have you been in your Duffy so much? Like, who the fuck is giving out Malik Beasley?
Oh, it's the fucking haircut, man.
I swear to God it is.
Brother.
It's the haircut.
Yeah, Grady Dick was free last night, by the way.
I'm telling you, brother.
Grady Dick. It was Dick all night last night.
Okay.
Pause.
Yeah, Dick was a hard one.
Let's keep on digging that hole deeper for us, boys.
Oh, man.
I'm just getting this in real quick.
Honestly, I was going to say Fontecchio would be a good look too, but I think he's out also. Yep, he is. Yeah.
Boys always dick on a Tuesday night. We literally said that word for word.
Nothing better than that. God damn it.
Taking dick on a Tuesday. Nothing better, brother.
Yo.
Okay.
That one was crazy.
All right, Memphis, LA. Injury news on LA side. Anthony Davis is game time, like every fucking game. And D'Lo is. That's awesome. Subs, boys. No, we get a sub? No, we didn't.
No, he's saying sus boy.
Oh, sus boys
now.
Oh, shit. I'm actually dyslexic. My fault. Not sure what's going on with the injury news in LA. It's kind of tough for me. I would assume with this line.
AD is playing.
I would assume that he's playing with this line, but I don't know. There's a bunch of injuries on Memphis' side too. This is a stay away game for me.
Game's a shit show. I do.
Hold on now. They got a gem in this game right here. They got two of them really, but
I
think these two guys go at it tonight.
Who?
Scottie Pippen Jr. and Austin Reeves.
Really?
Yeah, Reeves has a really good matchup.
Bro, I love Reeves more than Scottie Pippen Jr., but I think Scottie Pippen Jr. is gonna have a night.
I like. I don't hate Reddish threes. Problem is he just kind of stinks. But you know anything about the Grizzlies? They give up a fuck ton of threes, and he's playing like 25 to 30 minutes. So don't hate that. I mean, he was solid on the Hawks. He was really good at Duke. Hasn't really done much since. But if you remember him, he's got a very, very nice looking jumper. Just hasn't really panned out for him. So I don't know. I'm kind of liking what I see out of JJ Redick. I mean, to me, the fact that he's playing Reddish this many minutes tells me that he believes in him. He thinks he's a good player. He's kind of coaching them hard too. So,
Bro,
I don't hate that at all. He already did destroy Edie. They actually benched Edie. He only played like 10 minutes. But yeah, Brandon Clark, Jay Huff.
JJJ is definitely gonna be on AD.
They'll probably like double or some shit. I mean, he went for like 38 last time or something. He went crazy.
I don't think JJJ played though. Did he?
I don't know.
'Cause I know he was hurt to start the season.
Even still though, like I love JJJ, but that's a foul out waiting to happen in my opinion.
Yep. I agree.
Prime.
When Jaren Jackson was in like the defensive player of the year conversations, it wasn't because he was like clamping people up like one-on-one. It's kind of hard to explain how they did. They kind of let him like roam around almost and like play help and get those like flashy blocks and shit. It was weird. He didn't really have an assignment, I guess is what I'm saying.
Can't place
Totally
this
different
shit.
team though.
Can't place Malik Beasley on my offshore. It's not accepting my wager. You know what that means. Okay, cool. Next game, Phoenix.
Yeah, exactly.
Sacramento.
Steven Adams. Yep, exactly.
Give me. Well, actually, we have De'Aaron Fox up here with us.
Yes,
But-
we do.
The two of you sell me on why our man here to my left, to my right, for everyone watching, is going over his points line tonight.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I really don't understand why it's plus money. I don't know if it is anymore, but
Nope.
let me pull it back up.
Minus 105.
Even still, though, I don't understand that. If you guys look at that box score versus the Suns, looks like he played a solid game, but he actually didn't. He played pretty bad in that game. Ended with 21, but I think 8 of those, I know 6 minimum, came in overtime. And honestly, watching him, because I was watching that game, I was on Booker Cake, but DeRozan was eating. He had like 34. Sabonis was eating. I think Nurkic was out or he got injured, some shit. Barely played. So those two went crazy. Had like 50-something combined points. I think that's going to be the point of emphasis is limit those guys and kind of live with Fox's damage in my eyes. Because if DeRozan's having 30, Sabonis is having 20, and like you're still allowing Fox to do that shit, like you're not going to lose. You're not going to beat the Kings that way. So to me, it's you got to stop Sabonis, you got to stop DeRozan, and they have a very, very talented rookie who is built to stop DeRozan. Ryan Dunn. This guy's 6'8", he's long as shit, no homo, but he's a very good defender in that area, and he's going to make it difficult on DeRozan, in my opinion. He only played 20 minutes in that game. I think we're going to see a lot more of him. And I mean, you just look at these metrics versus the Suns, all these guards. They are destroying the Suns. I mean, they allow most pick and roll points, most pull up points, which is all Fox does. He shot 0 for 6 from 3 against them, only 2 for 5 the next game versus Spurs. And that's my next point. They just lost outright to the Spurs. Now they're back home. You know they're going to come out firing. You know they're going to be pissed off. Barely beat the Suns in overtime. And like I said, Fox played like shit. But in overtime, what he did, he got the ball, he pulled up around the free throw line, the elbow, and sunk like 3 or 4 straight. And I think he knows he can do that whenever he wants against guys like Booker, guys like Beal, Tyus Jones, Royce O'Neal, whoever's on him. I think he's going to take over and get 25 minimum, potentially 30 plus. But to me, I think they're going to try and stop DeRozan and Sabonis and kind of let Fox do his thing. Also, Malik Monk is out, who is a very high usage player off the bench, believe it or not. They do play on the floor together. He sees almost 30 minutes, so he's their second ball handler. So without him, the ball's gonna be in Fox's hands a lot, and I think he's gonna take over.
Yep, feeling it. Say less.
Bro, Malik Monk is out. I'm saying the Bucks because that's who he coached for. No, yeah, that's who he coached for. Mike
Who?
Budenholzer is the coach, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Of the Suns, correct.
So guards kill the Suns. What other guards did we got for
the
Sacramento? For Sacramento,
Keon Ellis. I'm trying to think of the other one. I guess Herder.
Herder,
pretty much it.
Red Velvet. What's his points line at?
He's been a shell of himself this year.
I'm pretty sure he's been going crazy lately.
He's coming off a 2-point game. He's had like a crazy zigzag. He's had 0, 11, 4, 17, 2.
That's the other thing. He had 17 versus the Suns. Pretty much everybody 8 versus the Suns except for Fox.
So
Yeah.
maybe it's time for him to zag since he zigged his last game.
It's the only problem is last game against Phoenix, he put up 17, which I think is close to a season high for him. I think he had 18 in another game. Yeah, 18
Bro,
in the second game of the
Y'all
season.
not hearing me, bro. What are his threes at? It should be at 1.5, right?
Y'all not hearing me.
If he
It's at 2.5 plus
I was
140.
gonna say
Coming off
2.5,
coming off
yeah.
0.
2.5 coming off 0. Bro, am I loaded if I like Kevin Herter tonight?
I mean, he had,
If we think Fox is gonna get all these nice looks, somebody else is gonna benefit also.
the only reason I don't like it is because they
The
played
focus is on Sabonis and DeRozan.
He played 3 days ago and he had 5 threes, which is a season high. So I'd be scared to take that.
I'm scared but I mean, oh, bro, I
Royal?
don't know.
What?
Thoughts?
I don't
If he
hate it. I mean,
I don't see how they make changes. That's the way Budenholzer coaches. That's how he coached the Bucks.
Points
I don't
higher.
hate it just
Points higher.
because I mean he's in there to
Right,
shoot
because Monk
threes.
is
It's
out,
just a
though.
matter. It's just a matter if he hits them or not. I mean that's really all it is. Like he's gonna get at least 5 attempts in my opinion. Just a matter if he hits them. Traditionally, he's way better at home too.
And he's better at home. All right. So
Yeah,
if he
like,
makes
I don't hate it at
the
all.
first bucket, whatever it is, if it's a 3 or a 2, I'll just live bet his points.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because if he's feeling it, they're gonna give him that green light.
You should just tail Fox, Rollo.
I'm gonna tell Fox too. I'm
Uh,
telling Fox.
Jugs.
dude. Last
Yeah,
game of the night, boys.
I will say it's a little. I was gonna say it's a little sketchy. I won't lie. Like normally, I loved Fox versus the Hawks. He's just not the same with DeRozan because you have another 20 point per game scorer. But I think this is the matchup for him. Like kind of you see with Brunson, with like Cat and everybody now.
Anything in this spot here? Obviously, they just played. We took Portland.
The
Got
more
my
I'm
coins
looking,
for Portland yesterday. I don't know. You like Edwards?
You wanna collab, Royal?
nah, you ain't hearing me, dog.
Oh, what we talking about? What we talking
Is the
about?
Wolves on the
Hey,
spread? Wolves on the spread?
No.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
The more I look at this game, I kind of like Big Julius Randle.
Oh, okay.
I
All right. I
listen.
can yeah. All right. I
liked
can
it
get
in the
behind
last
Julius,
game. Did he
bro.
not go over?
Pause.
He played god fucking awful last game.
Then yes, take him because I liked him in that for the matchup purpose in that last game against Portland. Didn't take it. Ended up taking we backed Portland on the team total in that spot. I like Randall for sure. I think you should go with it.
Probably gonna add his points. Yeah, he played fucking terrible. T-Wolves fans are turning on him. They hate him already. He
He hasn't
hasn't
had
had a second violation. Like, how do you do that in the NBA? How the fuck do you do that in the NBA? Like, he's had 2 terrible games, 6 for 16 versus the Heat, 17 points. They don't have his efficiency on this. 11 points last night versus the Trailblazers. 3 for 9, 0 for 3 from the 3. I mean, he is playing bad basketball right now. And with Edwards Megacorp, rightfully so, not saying it's a bad look. Wouldn't be surprised if Randall goes a little crazy tonight. Naz Reid went crazy last night. They're very weird with his minutes. I feel like they almost sit him more when he has a big game the night before. But I don't know. This kind of feels like this is where I've watched Randall for years in the Knicks. When everyone's out on him, that's where he has a random 30 ball. And you're kind of bought back in. You're like, all right, this guy's kind of good, but he's also kind of a bum.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll get there. We'll see how Kat and Keldon do. But
I saw somebody saying threes line, bro. I mean, he's coming off 2 games for a combined 1 for 9. Oh, might have been talking about Fox.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a minute ago.
A minute ago? Yeah, Randall. Yeah. I like Randall threes, dude. I do. It's not too juiced. It's minus 130, I think, on 1.5. It's not a bad look. 1 for 9 in his last 2. You're talking DiVincenzo? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, he said this. I didn't see that. I was gonna say with Conley out, it's not a bad look. He's probably gonna play point guard more. Everyone thinks it's gonna be Ant. It's probably gonna be Devo, in my opinion. Yeah, my fault, bro.
Yeah, it is hella juiced. You're right.
That's because Conley got ruled out.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I would whenever I back DiVincenzo, I'm usually on his PRA. I can't lie, but because he feels like whenever he's having a good game, it's in all categories. He's that type of player.
Yeah.
But that's my 2 cents on Diva.
When he gets his own boards, you know he's in the zone.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's wrap up this ship, shall we?
Yeah.
Any thoughts
Can't
for
believe
chat?
I might be going back to Randall.
Oh man, I got hit by a brick wall of tiredness like 5 minutes ago. Hit me like a truck.
Pipe down, Unk.
Appreciate everyone coming through today, as always. Yeah, pipe down. You say that to me? You say that to me? I thought you were talking to Chad, dude.
Before you wrap up, I just want Rolo to sell me on Edwards.
Oh shit, my bad.
All right. Anthony Edwards, he had, huh?
I say it really doesn't need much of a sell job, but
it doesn't, bro. We saw how bad he shot last night. I guess that's his first horrible shooting performance last night, and he's playing the same team again. Ant is that type of guy that's gonna make it personal. I think he goes off, honestly. His line is at 26.5 right now, and
I was looking at his PRA. I can't lie.
I like his PRA too, bro. I like his PRA, points, threes. Like, I think he gonna be a man on a mission tonight. Him and Randall.
You could make an argument.
I think it's similar to that Kings game.
You can make an argument too that like coming off that game against Portland, I think most people expect a blowout courtesy of the Wolves. Could be another close one where Edwards has to get heavily involved. So I don't hate it. I'm starting to almost like backing star players in like fat spreads. Like we got to start looking at that more often. It feels like those are spots people tend not to take, and like so far this season they've been paying. So
he had 37 their first game. These teams are they're about to play 4 times already, and we're in the second week of November.
Yeah,
that's weird. But the first game he had 37 against them, and bro, I think he gonna have probably 37 in the first half. Like he gonna go crazy. Appreciate you, Eric.
I agree, dude. Rolo's been bringing it these last few streams. It's been fun. All right, quick lotto, and then let's dip.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to throw Edwards in there?
Yeah. We could put Edwards. What you want to do? 35.
I was gonna say something along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like a PRA like alt line would be cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how many books offer that.
Okay. All right. What double did we want? Can you remind me?
BC.
Messi.
Chad, did anyone watch that game last night? How did Klingon look with no Ayton? Is he balling?
He missed like his first 3 shots. I wasn't really watching that game.
Kling Kong.
Clean Kong.
Wow.
Jesus.
And Messi
Bro, that
plays
was his
for
nickname.
the Pelicans, if anyone's wondering.
Yes.
McCain 25, so down, and Edwards.
I'm down for
it.
McCain 25.
That's it right there. Let's do
No
McCain,
reddish threes. Nah, what the fuck am I talking about?
McCain 25 and Edwards.
Yeah, sick.
You want to just do 30? Let's just do 30.
Yeah, do 30.
It's plus 6,700. I'm getting a max bet with only $7 allowed. Oh, sure.
Wow.
Oh, we're limited. We love that.
7 to win, 470. McCain 25 plus. Yeevis, Messi, the Pelican center for a double, and Edwards to have 30 plus. It's not too much to ask for. 3 guys to do their job.
Man.
Cool. All right, bet. Let's wrap up, guys. What you got? Anything?
No. I'm starving.
Oh,
Good stream though, chat. Love having y'all in here.
good stream, guys. We'll see you guys. We probably won't be live
Great
tomorrow.
stream.
We'll be live Friday. All right. We will talk soon. What's up?
I don't hate that Iron Man.
Ciao. Bella.